So today we are going to complete the topics that would be banking system, how banking system works. So let's begin the session with banking system. Today within this banking system we are going to understand how these interest rates work and how they are applicable in investment banking and in monetary policy. All right. So let's begin. And again, this is the second topic number 2, means how monetary policy works and how it impacts our investments, especially stock market, gold and all other investments, how it impacts. So there is a diagram over here, right? It's a diagram of a family, right? These are the siblings in the sense, for example, just imagine yourself as when you were in your school days, first class, second class, right? You had a summer holiday, just for example these days, summer holidays, and all your siblings, they came to your home. Maybe your masi ka beta, bua ka beta, and all the relatives, all the siblings, they gathered at a place, right? Just imagine all this class right now as a group of people who really like each other, who are friends or maybe relatives, you can say, right? And I am just for this class, just imagine myself as a father or maybe grandfather, just for this class. Now all of you are having holidays, you have free time, and I gave you some pocket money, 10 rupee each, right? I gave you a pocket money, but 10 rupees just nothing nowadays, 100 rupee each. So now everybody is having 100 rupee. Just imagine yourself as a child. What would you do with that money, guys? Means it's a gift, 100 rupee gift from your grandfather or maybe elder of the family. What would you do with that money? Buy some toys, chocolates, very nice. Invest. Okay, nice. Spend some, saves less, okay. Guys, just say if someone gives you a gift, I don't think people think about investing. And out of 100 rupee, what would you invest? Spend. And if I give you one more example, there is a shop near to your house, near to your home, who sells ice cream, best ice cream in your region or best ice cream in India. What would you do? Or maybe best chocolate in the region. Then what would you do? 100 rupee and a shop near to your house who sells ice creams or chocolates, best chocolates. Just imagine the chocolates which are having the quality equal to Switzerland. Definitely, I know. Okay. So everyone, Mirza 50, 30, 20 rule. Mirza, you are young. You're still in first class or second class. Do you really think would you use 50, 30, 20 rule? Mutual funds. Aman, you are in first standard, second class. You may not have a demat account. Okay. The obvious response I would have done in this scenario, if someone gives me 10 rupee or 100 rupee, I would have gone to the shop and spent entire money. And I would have convinced my siblings as well to just come along with me and just spend the entire money. This is something I would have done. Now just imagine, guys, if this 100 rupee is given to you every single day for the entire holidays, then what would you do? Now 100 rupee every day for next 30 days. Now what would you do? Alright. Now, Tanish, you are in first standard. Okay, maybe people are nowadays, my generation was quite old, we used to just spend the money. Ab yahan pe, it's a very important concept, guys. I am going to relate this story with money supply and monetary policy. Another thing is that now everyone is having 100 rupee. It means liquidity is very, very high right now. Sabke paas paisa hai. The most liquid thing is cash. You are having cash right now, right? So इस time को क्या बोलते हैं? This time is called as high money supply in the market. You are having huge amount of money as per your age. And what would you have done with that money? You would have, spoiled your teeth, your health by eating excessive ice cream, by eating excessive chocolates. If you eat a chocolate in a day, fine. But if you repeat the things for next 30 days, it's really going to hamper your health. Now what you would have done, and what being the elder of the family, what I could have done. Ab yahan pe, it's important, right? I can suck the money from you. मैं आपसे पैसा ले सकता हूँ. See, grandfather is giving you pocket money, right? Or father is giving you pocket money, right? But at the end, they both are seeing you, what you are doing with the money. तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, what I can do right now, I can suck the money from you. And how I can suck the money from you? Maybe this grandfather of the family, he will say to the father, the next generation father, that see, these children are spoiling their teeth, they may end up having cavities, let's take the money from them. Now I am not closing the pocket money anyhow you are going to get, right? But what I'm going to do over here, first thing, that I can scold you, मैं आपको डांट सकता हूँ, that beta you should not do it. This is strict parenting. I can be a strict parent over here and I can scold you. You will be getting the pocket money, but you will not spend the money. So you have to keep it money under the, under your pillow, or maybe in your, that piggy bank. You can put that money over there, right? Or what I can do, I can give you moral guidance. Ki beta, this chocolates are not healthy, ice cream is not healthy, you should not eat it. So this is a moral guidance. Moral guidance, so you won't listen anyhow. Young generation is very energetic. Or I can give you emotional blackmail. कि बेटा इतने मुश्किल से पैसे कमाए जाते हैं, the money is earned with such a hard work, why you are wasting money like that? So these all are kind of psychological tools which I'm using. I'm using moral tools, I'm using emotional tools, or I am being a strict parent. But what is happening over here, I am taking the money from you. Now one more thing that can be done over here, in these things, the money was with you. You were the person who were having the money in the pocket. आपके जेब में पैसा था, right? I have not taken the money yet from you. I am just going to take it. Now one thing what I can do over here is I can give you a promise. Now this is important. If I say to you, beta, just give me your 100 rupee to me today, and after 6 months I will return 150 rupee to you. तो आपके लिए तो it's a win-win situation. Anyhow, I was a strict parent, I was doing emotional blackmails, I was morally guiding you. आप पैसा तो खर्च नहीं पा रहे थे, you were not able to spend your money, right? अब मैंने यहाँ क्या किया? I gave you a promise that beta, please give your money to me. I will return this money to you after 6 months, and I will be giving some interest, something extra. So this is called as promissory note, right? I took the money from you. So you are young, you people are young, and you won't believe like that. अरे पापा आप ऐसे मत बोलो, don't just lie like that. So I will be giving this thing in return now. मैं आपको ये चीज़ अब दूंगा return में, and that thing is called as, just give me a moment guys. So what I would do over here, I will take a small page, right? In this page I will write my name, that I Pranay Vyas. Give your money to me today, 100 rupee. After 6 months I will be returning your money back, 150 rupee, 50 rupee extra, with a signature, with dates, and this becomes a bond. This becomes a promissory note. It's a promise. अब यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? What I did over here, I took the money from you. मैंने आपसे पैसा ले लिया, आप ही का पैसा था, it was your money. But आपके मन में लालच आया. I made you greedy. What was your motivation to give your money to me? Your motivation was that, अरे यार 50 rupee extra मिलेंगे. So you are getting 50 rupee extra. So what is happening over here? I am sucking the money from you. आप ही का पैसा था, I took the money. And this is a promissory note I'm using for this thing. I'm using promissory note. So over here I use two types of tools. One tool was when I was not taking the money, just giving you moral guidance, just giving you emotionally, and थोड़ा डांट दिया, थोड़ा emotion, थोड़ा guidance like that. But I was not taking the money. Second thing what I did, I give you a offer. I give you an offer that मुझे दे दो and I will return this much to you. So this becomes a promise. And promises can be broken, guys. Can the promises be broken? Yes or no? All promises can't be broken ever. Yes. Promises are meant to be broken. The thing is that ये जो bond है, ये bond तोड़ा जा सकता है. Yes, bonds can default. But right now we will be talking about government bonds. तो इसमें थोड़ा promise strong रहता है. The promise is a bit strong, right? It's stronger than others. But promises can be broken. It had broken in Pakistan, it had broken in Sri Lanka, it had broken in Afghanistan. Does this fall under behavior finance? I will be just getting there. No, it's not behavior finance. You can say yes, government is trying to impact the behavior of the people. But it's not. We are going to impact the entire economy right now. Alright? Now, यहाँ पे एक और चीज़ की जा सकती है. One more thing which I can do over here is that I can take the money, or Else I can guide you. Beta, why don't you learn guitar? Why don't you learn karate? Why don't you learn swimming? So what I am doing, I am channelizing the money to a specific sector now. I hope you're getting the point. पैसा नहीं लिया, आप ही को बोला, I told you only that divert your money to a specific sector, right? So I am selecting a sector. It could be guitar, it could be swimming. So your money is now channelizing, guys. So see what I am doing, मैं पूरा आप सबके पैसे, पूरी क्लास के पैसे, I am either taking it, I am either or diverting it, or I am just guiding you. See, I have that influence in you. You 30, 40, 100 people, 200 people, I have that much influence. The same level of influence is having, RBI is having in the entire country. जो मैं अभी कर रहा था, I took the money, I gave you the money. That thing is done by the RBI. ये करता है RBI using the banks. वो banks को use करता है. For example, grandfather of the family, as such, he is having no role, right? He is old, he is not earning money, but he is the guider of the family. He guides either you or your parents. तो वो indirectly आपसे काम करवा लेते हैं. So grandfather is RBI, the banks are the papa, and siblings are आम जनता, the citizens of India. So this is how the concept is used, and this is how I will be implementing the concept. Now what happened, guys? ये story अभी खत्म नहीं हुई है. The story is still going on. Now what would happen over here? When I gave you this 100 rupee every day, right? You went to the nearest shop. You started going this shop every day, almost every day. वहाँ तो आइसक्रीम ही खत्म हो गई उनकी. The ice cream got vanished. Ice cream got finished. The chocolates got finished. इतनी तो सेल कभी हुई नहीं थी. So what would happen over here is that person is out of stock now. Now he have to purchase the stock again. So he will be buying the stock from a nearby market or maybe a distributor or wholesaler. वहाँ wholesaler ने देखा यार पूरे इंडिया में ही आइसक्रीम्स बिक रही हैं and पूरा इंडिया में ही people are buying so many chocolates now. Why it is happening? Maybe summer holidays. Maybe entire India is having summer holidays. So what that wholesaler would do, now that wholesaler will call the factory owner. अरे भाई साहब, the stock, your chocolates are getting out of stock. We need more chocolates now. Now being a businessman, what I would have done? मुझे क्या करना चाहिए? Either I would use my inventory or I will use my inventory means जो मेरी पहले से बनी बनाई चॉकलेट थी, means the chocolate which I had already prepared previous year कि ऐसे दिन कभी आएंगे, I will sell more chocolates. I will either use that or I will start a new factory. I will start new manufacturing. I will start increase the production. अब production बढ़ाने के लिए I need machines, I need equipment, I need a plant, I need people, So employment will increase. Factories starting, तो GDP increase हो रहा है because I am manufacturing. So see what is happening. एक chocolate से, एक society से, from one society, when the money started flowing, मैंने ऊपर से पैसे दिए पापा को, पापा ने दिए siblings को, siblings went to the shopkeeper went, the money went to, this is a multiplier effect. I'm not getting into the numbers right now, but just imagine, I'm giving you a thought. पापा का grandfather का 100 रुपये पापा को, पापा का बच्चों को, from the children to the shop, from shop to the wholesaler, from wholesaler to the factory. Now see, it is having the money जहाँ जहाँ पैसा जा रहा है, वहाँ पे growth हो रही है. So it is, just imagine wherever money flows, guys, वहाँ पे growth आती है. So it increase the GDP, it increase the manufacturing, it increase the employment, and inflation is the outcome of that we are going to discuss. I hope ये story समझ आ गई अभी सभी को. And जब ये पैसा मैंने ऊपर खींच लिया, जब when I realized this thing that you guys may end up having cavities or your health will get deteriorated. So being a father, being a grandfather, I will suck the money from you. वो तरीका मैंने आपको बता दिया. So if I suck the money from you, so I had given you 100 rupee. Now I took that 100 rupee. तो अब आपके पास पैसा नहीं है खर्चने को. You don't have the money to spend now. अब पैसा ही खर्चने को नहीं है. Now your shopkeeper जो आपके पड़ोस में था, he will have nobody to sell. अब वो आइसक्रीम किसको बेचे? Whom to sell the ice creams or chocolates? So his inventory, his stock, it is getting just piled up. बिकेगा नहीं. तो wholesaler, he will not ask for more supply. Wholesaler factory को बोलेगा अरे भाई साहब बिक नहीं रहा है, the products are not getting sold. तो the factory owner will decrease the production. कुछ लोगों को नौकरी से निकाल देंगे, कुछ फैक्ट्री बंद कर देंगे, and this is how the entire process works. So GDP भी नीचे आ गई, the GDP came down, employment came down, means people are unemployed now, and inflation also came down. So these things we are just going to discuss again. But just imagine, एक 100 rupee which started from here impacted so long. It is money multiplier, right? I hope you got the point, guys. I hope you got the story. अब ये जितना कुछ भी हुआ, the entire story, whatever happened right now, मैंने क्या किया था? या तो आपको डांटा था, I scolded you, I gave emotional blackmail speeches, or I gave you some moral speeches, money is hard earned, it should not be wasted. और मैंने आपको एक promise दिया था, I gave you a promise कि बेटा give your money to me. Written में लिया था, it's written promise, हाँ. So I gave you a promise in written that बेटा you give your money to me today. After 6 months I'll give you, 150 rupees. You are getting 50 rupees. So this is a bond. And whatever we are going to study now in this chapter, this is money market. Before we understand this money market concept, we need to understand what is debt market. Debt is see guys, now before I proceed further, I want you to ask this question is a core of investment banking. ये जो question है, ये बार बार आएगा. This question will come again and again and again. Guys, आपके पास एक idea है, you have an idea, right? You need to start a business but you don't have money. You don't have money, zero money. अब पैसा कहाँ से लाओगे? Many people say, यार मेरे पास पैसा ही तो नहीं है, बिजनेस तो वैसे स्टार्ट कर देता. I don't have the money only. Otherwise आज तो मैं businessman होता. See guys, being investment banking student, this entire statement is not valid, right? Why I'm saying, if you are a business owner, if you are having a good idea, you can take the money from parents or friends. ले सकते, पापा पैसे दे दो, मम्मी पैसे दे दो, दोस्तों से मांग लो, ठीक है. बैंक से लोन ले सकते हो, you can go to a bank, take the loan from the bank. बैंक में लोन लेने का नुकसान क्या है? There is a big disadvantage in taking loan from the bank. 14% interest. Just imagine, 14% interest. And that too you have to repay it back. पापा का पैसा नहीं भी वापस किया चलेगा, बैंक का तो देना पड़ेगा. You have to pay the money back. So the time for returning this loan is very long. It's long horizon. 50 साल 60 साल तक देते रहेंगे थोड़ा थोड़ा, right? So इसमें benefit ये है, time horizon is very long, but the interest rate is high. Now comes bonds. Why I gave you this story again? This story had a context. This story will come again and again in all the chapters, guys, right? Bonds. Bond is a promissory note. It's a promise. मुझे आपसे पैसा चाहिए. For example, if I need money from Shreya, मुझे आपसे पैसा चाहिए. I need money from you. Would you give money to me, Shreya? I need 10,000 rupees from you. Would you give money? Oh, Shreya, so rude of you. Shreya straight away saying no. Okay. But if I say, Shreya, that I'll write a note to you. Shreya, please give me money, 10,000 rupees. I'll return after 6 months, 10,000, 12,000. Those are extra. In written with signature with a stamp. What would you do now? It's a bond, right? So, Shreya, would you give the money to me? Okay, high risk. ठीक है. So, Shreya needs high returns, but bonds में high return नहीं मिलते. The returns are not high actually. But generally, if I say you, I took the money from Shreya, right? Written paper बदले में क्या दे दिया Shreya को मैंने? Shreya ये paper रख लो, पैसे दे दो. But over here, the good thing is that I have to pay only 5 to 7% return. इतना देना पड़ेगा. बैंक में कितना था? In bank it was 14%. Over here it's 5 to 7%, right? And repayment year is something tricky. Return interest तो कम देना पड़ रहा है, right? But the repayment time is less. अगर यहाँ पे if now one thing is important, debt market and debt are two different things, right? What is happening over here? Bank ka loan is loan or debt. Debt market is something when I am issuing promissory notes, when I am issuing bonds, right? And it's again a loan. It's a loan, but the time period can vary. Bank ka loan can stay up to 60 years, 100 years, maybe next generation can pay the loans. But in bonds, the promise have to be fulfilled within a year or maybe up to 5 years. But time period is very less. Means आपके सर में या क्राउड फंडिंग I am coming तनिष्क. मेरा यहाँ पे अभी पढ़ाने का लॉजिक is not to go deep into these things. I am relating these things to government, right? Now last is equity. Equity is something when you go to public, हाथ जोड़ के जी हमें 1-1 रुपया दे दो सारे, वी आर हैविंग 150 करोड़ पॉपुलेशन इन इंडिया, सबने 1-1 रुपया अगर दे दिया, इफ एवरीवन पेज यू 1 रुपी आउट ऑफ ऑल दिस 150 करोड़ पीपल, यू विल बी सिटिंग एट द कैपिटल ऑफ 150 करोड़, 150 करोड़ आपको ऐसे बन जाएगा, जस्ट लाइक दैट। ये सारा पढ़ाया मैंने इसलिए नहीं, नाउ आई वॉन्ट टू आस्क अ क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम यू। ये था मेरी कहानी, दिस वॉज माई स्टोरी, आई वॉन्टेड टू रेज मनी, सो आई कुड हैव डन ऑल दीज थिंग्स। Now, if government wants to raise money, what government can do? Now tell me, this was the question, guys. Think, guys, मैं तो आम इंसान हूँ, मी श्रेया, we are normal people, guys. But what about government? Government को पैसा चाहिए, bonds. तो can't government go into equity? What do you say? Government equity नहीं issue कर सकती? What about equity? Arey baba, just listen over here. Government can use all these things. This story will be applicable throughout investment banking. This story will come again and again. सबसे पहले, government can issue bonds. Absolutely, government can issue government bonds, treasury bills, sovereign bonds, sovereign gold bonds. Sovereign bond and sovereign gold bonds are different, huh? All types of things government can do. Bonds का समझ आ गया, government can issue bonds. मैंने आपसे पैसे दिए, मैं अब just imagine me as government. I am government now. I am Mr. Modi now, right? Just for an example, So if I need money, सबसे पहले तो मेरा ही country, मेरे ही rupees, I can print money, guys. I can print as much money as I want. If I tell you, ये वाला chapter हम बाद में करेंगे. But if I tell you, it is my country, my nation, my rupees, I am Narendra Modi, I am the absolute authority over here. I can print as much I want. I can take the money from Shreya again, Shreya पैसे दे दो, bond ले लो. So government can issue bonds. Can government issue equity to public? क्या government मोदी जी लोगों के पास ऐसे जा सकते हैं? I am holding my hands, please give us some money. Absolutely. PSUs. If tomorrow IRCTC, railways, अगर कोई भी कंपनी प्राइवेटाइज करती है गवर्नमेंट अपनी, yes, they can raise money. So since we are mixed economy, so we are not 100% हमने इसको नहीं किया, but yes, absolutely, government can issue PSU banks and other PSU companies. When India got independent, India was not having money, the government was not having money. We used all these tools only to raise money. हम तो बहुत गरीब थे. We can take bank loan as well. Absolutely, we can take bank loans. हम बैंक से लोन ले सकते हैं. Government can take loans. Government can take from friends. Absolutely, we can. Government can take from Tatas, Birlas, Adanis, anybody. So it is a normal transaction, everyday transaction, guys. It's not कि नहीं ले सकते. We can take money, right? Now, coming to this, ये कहानी क्यों थी, guys? Debt market. Within this debt market only, money market comes. Money market is subsection of debt market. Debt market, as I told you, debt means promissory note. I am issuing bonds, right? So these are promises which I am issuing and I may not fulfill, right? So in this debt market, what is happening? The time period of returning is more than 1 year. मतलब debt market में याद रखना, there are happy birthdays. वहाँ पे birthday celebrate होते हैं, तो time period is more than 1 year. Whereas in money market, this is something we are going to study now. Monetary policy is related to money market. It is very, very liquid, guys. जो आज हम bonds की बात करने वाले हैं, the bonds we are going to discuss today, they will be very liquid, just equivalent to cash, very trustworthy, because these bonds will be issued by the governments. यहाँ पे एक बात जरूर मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ, मुझ में और मोदी जी में there is a difference. I am a normal human being. मोदी जी is the authority of the country. अगर उन्होंने कुछ बोला है, there would be a backing. उनका प्रॉमिस ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग है. देयर प्रॉमिस इज स्ट्रॉन्गर देन माइन. वाई? बिकॉज दैट इज द गवर्नमेंट. अब गवर्नमेंट ही झूठ बोल देगी, where would we people go, right? So money market is again debt market where I am taking loans, issuing bonds or promissory things, written promise. There are no birthdays over here. याद रखने का तरीका ये है, डेट मार्केट में देर आर बर्थडेज, हैप्पी बर्थडे, दे सेलिब्रेट देयर हैप्पी बर्थडेज. आई एम यूजिंग दिस टर्म ताकि आपको याद रहे. मनी मार्केट में देर आर नो हैप्पी बर्थडेज. इट विल बी लेस देन 1 ईयर. ऑल द बॉन्ड्स इशूड इन दिस मनी मार्केट विल ऑलवेज बी लेस देन 1 ईयर. 1 साल से पहले एक्सपायर हो जाएगा. वाई मनी मार्केट इज इंपॉर्टेंट? बिकॉज इट इज द इंस्ट्रूमेंट of monetary policy. I am going slow and steady, guys, so that I am making a base for you, right? So I hope this is clear. What is a bond? I hope this is clear. What is debt market? This is clear. What is money market? This is clear. What is birthday in this? Harsh, I will be coming to that. And what are G-Secs and what are T-bills? Government securities को G-Sec बोलते हैं. Government securities are also called as G-Secs. And T-bills are also treasury bills. Means they have less expiry days are very less. Redemption days are less than 1 year. And it is more trustworthy as compared to the private bonds. I hope this is clear to everybody. So we just discussed two very important concepts right now. Now this is a bit practical application of the concepts which we have just touched. We are just going deep into this. As I told you guys, जहाँ जहाँ पैसा जाता है, wherever money goes or money flows, money वो चीज़ का price हमेशा ऊपर हो जाता है. The price becomes inflated. This is a very important concept. This is called as, wherever the money flows, money supply goes, the prices becomes inflated. It could be of any situation, any you can say sector. Let's give you an example. अगर for example आप सबके अब यहाँ पे एक दो concepts आएंगे, they will be very important for equity research. I had just given you 100 rupee each. मैंने सबको 100 rupees दिए थे. I had given you 100 rupee and I was planning to give you 100 rupee every day, right? So what you would have done from that money, you would have gone to a nearby shop, purchased some chocolates, ice creams, or maybe pizzas. But the same thing if the same thing is replicated every day, now what would happen because of that? The prices will go up. अब यहाँ पे एक important concept है. पहले ऐसा देख लेते हैं. Let's apply the knowledge. Money supply goes to pizza. The pizza price will increase. If excessive money supply, I'm saying, normally excessive. If excessive money supply goes to guitar prices will increase. Okay. If excessive money supply will go into these grains, the grains will increase. Aman, inflation अभी हम पढ़ नहीं रहे हैं. अभी I'm giving you a very important concept over here. पर guys, ये सब जो होता है ना, money supply. See, अब हमने ना economics में we had studied few concepts, demand, supply, right? With high demand, growth comes. But with money supply, it's now let's see. This money supply के साथ जो price increase होता है, the price which increases because of this money supply, it may not be linked with growth. This is what I wanted to say. यहाँ पे जरूरी नहीं है growth हो. It could be only inflation. It could be only price rise. This is what I wanted to convey. Now, इसका मैं example बताता हूँ, and this is something you are going to relate. Now, for example, stock market में, you might have heard that Adani stocks were so super inflated. You might have heard this thing. ये पीछे से अदानी के ऊपर, there were so many allegations on Adani stocks that he is sitting somewhere outside. Some people are sitting, his fellow beings are sitting outside, and what they are doing, they are trying to inflow a lot of money in Adani stock. अब उससे होगा क्या? The prices of Adani stocks were going up, but it was not growth. ये चीज़ आपको समझनी है इक्विटीज में. You have to understand this thing. कि ये जो प्राइस ऊपर जा रहा है, the prices which are going up, either they are because of this money supply or it is a real growth. मेरा ये बोलने का मतलब था इस स्टोरी के पीछे, what was the background from this story is that whenever the prices are going up, the prices can go up because of two things, guys. Number one, it is real growth. Real growth होता है धीरे धीरे, slow and steady. This is the real growth basically, right? So जैसे for example, TCS prices went up, Infosys prices were going up. They are consistent performers. But if a company is instantly going from this to this, from 100 to 10,000, from 100 to 2,000, इतना jump बन रहा है किसी company में, then being a finance student, you have to, the bulb should light up in your mind that is it real growth or is it money supply? These are two different concepts which I wanted to say. होता क्या है, ये जो money supply है, ये growth लेके आ सकता है. It can bring growth, but it's not 100% guarantee. I hope you're getting the point. It could be just money flowing at one place और वो prices ऊपर हो गए, and that money can outflow as well. तो prices खड़प से नीचे धड़ाम एकदम. So this is a bubble, guys. You have to be. Is not growth always? Yes, absolutely. Yes, money supply is not always growth. Money supply can bring growth, but not always. अब यहाँ पे I want to conclude these points over here again. Money supply, money पैसा जहाँ जाएगा, wherever the money will flow, the prices will go up. So it means money supply and prices are directly proportional, right? Now, wherever the money flows, it's not a guarantee that it's going to be a growth. It can bring growth, but it's not always. If the prices increases very fast, so it's definitely not growth. अगर बहुत जल्दी prices ऊपर गए हैं किसी चीज़ के, तो 100% वहाँ पे growth नहीं है. It is just the money supply. Alright, stock overvalued absolutely. It should be a steady process. If the money supply can be made steady, तो वहाँ पे growth आ जाएगी. So it means money supply is directly proportional to inflation or price rise, or it is also directly proportional to growth in the long run, not immediately, right? अभी आपने बहुत सुना होगा, you might have heard this thing कि मुंबई में and गुड़गांव में, नोएडा, दिल्ली, the real estate prices have gone insanely high, very inflated prices. Again, money supply. बहुत people are having a lot of money. Even black money is flowing over here, right? So that's why the real estate is going up. अगर real estate वैसे जाता तो business cycles में infrastructure and the housing prices are again indicator of employment that we are going to discuss. But वैसा तो नहीं हुआ. So it means it could be commodities. Guys, we are just going to stick to this. So real estate में भी money supply की वजह से prices inflate हो सकते हैं. It could be money supply. It may not be real growth, right? Now this concept is important. This is what is happening in today's world. If money supply comes to India, what would happen? It's a question to you guys. What would happen to rupee? Think and reply. बहुत सारा पैसा इंडिया में आ गया. If, for example, a lot of money. And the technical term which is used for this would be capital inflow. Rupee if it decrease, जहाँ पैसा जाएगा, remember, wherever money would go, the prices would increase. Rupee would increase definitely, guys. होता क्या है, जब बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा किसी कंट्री में जाता है, whenever money flows within a country, I am saying dollars, I am saying euro, yen, you know, these all currencies are coming. Heavily investments are coming. It could be FII or FDI. इतना सारा जब पैसा यहाँ आ रहा है, so when मैंने कहा है, you know, this is a very important concept of forex, guys. So whenever the money will inflow, wherever the money capital inflow will take place within any country, I would say, the domestic currency would increase. It will appreciate, right? And जब बाहर निकलेगा, whenever it will outflow, whenever the capital outflow will take place, this is tricky. तो धड़ाम से रुपया नीचे गिरेगा, and this is what is happening nowadays. Nowadays, rupee is falling because capital outflow took place. बहुत ज़्यादा capital outflow took place. Now, I want to ask one question again from you. Why dollar is appreciating? What could be the reason? Seeing this concept right now. Why dollar is appreciating, guys? Inflow of money to where? At which place? Where the money is going? Which country money is going right now? US, absolutely. क्या हुआ है? What is happening? People invest in different countries. We will be discussing these things again in future in the forex chapter. But this is an important concept for money supply. Money supply, whenever the capital inflow takes place, it appreciates the domestic currency. Whenever it goes out, it depreciates. पहली बात. Why dollar was appreciating nowadays? See, it was not rupee falling, guys. Rupee नहीं गिर रहा था. It was dollar was appreciating so much because जहाँ USA ने पैसा लगाया था, wherever the, you know, all the places where investors from USA they had invested their money, they took the money from there. पूरे वर्ल्ड से उन्होंने पैसे वापस ले लिए. They took the money and brought the money back in USA because they had a faith that something good may happen in USA, right? Markets are uncertain, that is a different thing, but right now why dollar appreciated? Because सारा का सारा dollar वापस USA चला गया. All the dollars they came back to USA, and other countries they also increased their investments in USA. बाकी countries ने भी थोड़ा faith, they had some faith that USA may do something better. Stock markets are fluctuating. That is the reason of uncertain decisions by the president of USA right now. But I hope you got the concepts of dollar and rupee and how the money supply and capital inflow affects a country. It is a concept of money supply. So will it be considered real growth? Real growth I will be just coming. Real growth may take some time, Shreya. That is important. Any question, guys? यूएसए बॉन्ड्स रेट्स आर इंक्रीजिंग एब्सोल्युटली। रेट इंक्रीज में मैं आऊँगा मनोहर, इट वाज अ गुड रिप्लाई। रेट इंक्रीज, जब रेट इंक्रीज होंगे द करेंसी आउटफ्लो टेक्स प्लेस, दैट आई एम गोइंग टू रिलेटेड विद द मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी। आई होप गाइज, आई होप टिल नाउ एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर। अब यहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट और आरबीआई का क्या काम होता है? व्हाट इज द मेन रोल ऑफ when is the main role of RBI and what is the main role of RBI and government? The main role is कि ये जो धड़ाम से गिरना है ना, इसको स्लो कर सके। This is the only main role of RBI and government. The abrupt changes in the society, in any prices, any commodity, any sector, could be stock market, could be forex, उसको abrupt change होने से, instant change होने से, to stop, the main role comes of government and RBI. Government RBI रोक नहीं सकते, can't stop the money supply. हम कोविड को रोक नहीं सकते, वी कांट स्टॉप कोविड क्राइसिस, वी कैन जस्ट डिले इट। गवर्नमेंट कांट स्टॉप ऑल दीज थिंग्स गाइस, गवर्नमेंट कैन जस्ट डिले द थिंग्स, ताकि थोड़ा धीरे हो, झटका जोर से ना लगे। हार्ट अटैक, it should not be a heart attack, it should be a mild attack, so that people don't straight away die. They can be hospitalized, at least they get a time to get get healed, for example. So the main role of government in entire situation comes to slow down the things. Now, if I conclude all the things, wherever money supply go, prices increases, growth will also increase. All these things are directly proportional. In stock market, it is very much relevant. You have to see the stock market is going up. Is it because of money supply or is it real growth? तभी इसको हम intrinsic investment, intrinsic value बोलते हैं किसी कंपनी की. If the company is having good intrinsic value, then that could be a good stock to invest in. So that is real growth. Now, what people do, they invest in the bubble time. बबल फटा तो स्टॉक धड़ाम से नीचे, बिकॉज मनी सप्लाई वेन एवर इट विल गो आउट, इट्स वेरी इंस्टेंट। मनी सप्लाई की वजह से जो भी चीज़ें होंगी, वेन एवर द थिंग्स विल टेक प्लेस बिकॉज ऑफ मनी सप्लाई, दे विल बी एब्रप्ट, फास्ट, धड़ाम से, एंड दे विल बी इंस्टेंट। Whereas when the real growth would come, it will take time, slow and steady, everyday effort. So you have to see. And pump and dump is also the same example. What people do, rich people do, what they do, if I ask all of you to invest in one single stock, that stock will go up because money supply went there. और मैं क्या करूँगा, बट आई वुड डू, बीइंग अ ट्रेनर और बीइंग इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकर, बट आई वुड आस्क यू, मैं आप सबको बोलूँगा इस स्टॉक में पैसे लगा दो, यू ट्रस्ट मी, यू विल इन्वेस्ट इन दैट स्टॉक, राइट। नाउ व्हाट वुड हैपन इन फ्यूचर, I had also invested in that stock, but I have not invested 100% money. I had invested only how much? 20%. तो वहाँ से profit कमा लिया. When the stock is high, I will short sell it in investing my 80% of the money. So I made money upside, I made money downside as well. But you lost your money. So this is called as pump and dump. I made you to invest money. I made masses to invest money, and then immediately I exited. I made money upside and downside, and you people got stuck. Yeah, Arshad Varsi, there's an actor, Arshad Varsi. He was punished for this thing. Means not punished, means he found guilty for this thing. Now, how it works? Now, this story I had already given. This is just the explanation. ज़्यादा पैसा आएगा, more money will come, right? So this is long term. I'm saying, right? More money will come, right? So people will demand more. Because for example, you have all of you starts, if you get job, you started earning salary, right? It means सबकी job लगी, सबके पास पैसे आए, you started earning salary. Now Shreya, you ask me a question कि sir ये yes Hindenburg is a short selling company basically, Ayushi. Now अब Shreya had asked a question कि what would be the difference in long term and short term? For example, I gave you 10,000 just a gift. It's a money supply increase. आपने कुछ नहीं किया, you just got a gift and you spend those money. जहाँ पैसा लगाया, money supply went up. It is not growth. It is a gift. It is just the flow of money supply. On contrary, if you got job somewhere, आपकी job लग जाती है कहीं पे, you worked hard for 1 month, you earn salary, then again next month you earn salary. That is a slow process, right? Now, when you earn salary, your demand will increase. You want to buy more stuff. So when you are buying more stuff, so businessmen need to invest more to start new factories. क्योंकि अब demand बढ़ गई, you are demanding more, you are buying more stuff, right? Now what would happen? More factories will get established. अब आप लोगों के पास salary, job लगी, job से salary से you purchase things. Now businessmen started producing more. So to produce more, I need more employment. Means I need more people to work with me. So that thing created kind of growth. See how from here कैसे growth हो रही है. And then guys, more employment will take place, more people will start earning. अब सारा का सारा पैसा सबकी सैलरी है, एवरीवन इज अर्निंग, पीपल आर इन्वेस्टिंग इन स्टॉक मार्केट, गोल्ड, पीपल आर बाइंग थिंग्स, धीरे 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 ऑल द सेक्टर्स आर ग्रोइंग अप। आपने गाड़ी खरीदी, ऑल ऑफ यू स्टार्ट परचेज्ड अ कार, अ स्कूटी, अ टू व्हीलर और अ फोर व्हीलर, राइट? द ऑटोमोबाइल सेक्टर वेंट अप. You were earning salaries, you purchased house, housing sector went up. You purchased mobile phones, laptop, so those sectors started going up. So see guys, this is how the entire growth is taking place. So money play a very important role. तो government का काम क्या रहता है? Government tries to control this money supply. What government do? Government tend to regulate this money supply. मैंने आपको कहा ना, government don't want things to be fast. Government wants things to be शांति से, स्लो एंड स्लो मैनर, भाग दौड़ वाला काम नहीं होता है। गवर्नमेंट के काम सारे, ऑल द वर्क्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट आर प्रोग्रेसिव एंड स्लो। ये ऐसा ही करते हैं बिकॉज इट शुड नॉट बी अ शॉक टू द इकोनॉमी। फिस्कल पॉलिसी वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस इन द नेक्स्ट कमिंग क्लासेस गाइज। हाउसिंग सेक्टर इज अ इंडिकेटर ऑफ ग्रोथ गाइज। हाउसिंग सेक्टर इज अ एडवांस इंडिकेटर ऑफ बिजनेस साइकिल्स। हाउसिंग सेक्टर ग्रो होता है, इट मीन्स एम्प्लॉयमेंट इज इंक्रीजिंग, इट मीन्स रॉ मटेरियल इज बीइंग प्रोड्यूस्ड, खरीदा जा रहा है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द कंट्री इज ग्रोइंग, सो दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्टर that we are going to discuss in the coming classes. That is the topic of business cycle. Now I hope you got an overview of money supply till now, right? Now money supply कहाँ से जाती है, from where this money supply comes from banks, right? Now we need to understand the banking system now, right? ये आप सबको पता ही होगा, you all must be aware of this thing, that how banks work. Any doubts till now guys? If you have any doubts you can ask. But sir, premium housing is a different thing, absolutely. Everything is interlinked, economics is great subject to learn. See guys, in investment banking, what is the thing? You need to have knowledge of all the subjects. Accounts, very important. Accounts and financial statements, again, very important, right? You need to have good knowledge of economics. You need to have good knowledge of science as well, because how the things work, because technology kahan hai, kaun sa sector will be going up, that is important. You need to have good knowledge of politics, geopolitics, I would say, worldwide kya ho raha hai, all these things, forex, these all things are very important. So you need to, investment banking is, considing of all the subjects. So you can't say, sir, mujhe science nahi aati. If you don't know science, how would you understand AI? How would you understand which sectors are going to get affected by AI? So I hope you're getting the point. Rhythm, nice name. Arushi, right now premium housing. See guys, premium housing we will be discussing a class of real estate. We will be having that class. So interested. Okay, now this is a very simple thing. Bank कैसे काम करता है? Bank is just an entity. For example, it's a business. Aman, yes, absolutely. ये सारा monetary policy के साथ ही linked है. We are going to complete that thing as well today. All right. Now, how bank works? Bank is an entity, right? I am a depositor. I gave 10 rupee to a bank. अब bank क्या करेगा? What bank would do? Bank would give this 10 rupee as a loan, excluding and just exclude the CRR, SLR and other rates concept right now. Just simple understanding of bank. Depositor gave money to a bank. Bank lended that money as a loan, right? Interest rate from this guy would be 4 rupee. And interest rate which the bank has to pay this person would be 1 rupee. Just for an example. मतलब depositor ने जब 10 रुपए दिए, this depositor would be expecting 11 rupee back. The same money bank used and gave to the third person as a loan. And the bank would expect this person to pay 14 rupee. So bank ने बैठे बैठे, by just sitting, bank made interest, the profit of 3 rupee just by just rotating the money. The entire investment banking is just how you are rotating the money, how you are doing the arbitrage, and how you are using these concepts, just making profits. That's it. By just sitting at a place. This is called investment banking. But bank don't want कि all the depositors come to ask for money. Let me tell you this thing. Bank ने depositor का पैसा लिया. Bank took the money from depositor, gave it to a loan. Gave it as a loan to Mr. Shobit, for example. शोभित जी भाग गए पैसा लेके. अब यहाँ पे आए अमन. So Aman was asking, sir, we are going to discuss monetary policy. Yes, Aman, we are. So Aman ने अपना पैसा मांगा कि I need my money back, but बैंक ने तो पैसा आगे दे दिया है. So bank may collapse, and banks do collapse. So but banks believe this thing that not all the depositors will come to ask the money at the same time. कि depositor पैसा मांगने आएगा ही नहीं. He won't come, right? The same principle is used in insurance sector as well. कि सारे लोग इकट्ठे बीमार नहीं पड़ेंगे. Not all the people, not all the insurance holders will fall sick at the same time, right? Now, what if seriously this person defaults? The entire banking system will collapse. Now, to prevent this thing, guys, and this thing did happen in 2008 crisis, right? So that crisis we'll discuss another day. The banks used to do उन्होंने इस लोन के अगेंस्ट सिक्योरिटीज इशू कर दी थी. दे इशूड सिक्योरिटीज, मतलब लोन के अगेंस्ट एक और लोगों से बॉन्ड्स डेट मार्केट के थ्रू दे हैड रेज्ड लोन्स. बट टिल नाउ यस दिस थिंग हैड हैपेंड एंड बैंक्स कोलैप्स्ड. Yes, bank also collapsed. Recent example of all the banks you recently in the news as well. They have recently had faced a very tough times. So yes, depositors के पैसे फंस जाते हैं. Depositors' money do get stuck. That's why it's always advisable to open bank account in two different accounts. Bank account in two different banks, basically. I'm sorry. Now this is how the bank works, and this is how they make profits. Now what happens basically? Bank also need to do transactions. बैंक को भी ट्रांजेक्शन्स करने होते हैं. बैंक नीड्स टू टेक लोन्स, बैंक नीड टू invest the money. Now what exactly happens if I tell you this depositor's money may be given as a loan, this depositor's money may be invested somewhere, या स्टॉक मार्केट में कहीं ना कहीं इन्वेस्ट कर देता है बैंक. बैंक ऑलवेज वांट्स टू अर्न मोर एंड मोर रिटर्न्स. पैसा तो आ ही रहा है. द बैंक आर गेटिंग फ्री मनी फ्रॉम द डिपॉजिटर्स. दे जस्ट यूटिलाइज द मनी ऑफ दीज डिपॉजिटर्स, बट दे हैव टू प्ले सेफ. गवर्नमेंट वांट्स बैंक टू बी सेफ बेसिकली, राइट? सो this thing, government tried to control this negative to happen. Government ने इसको control किया after 2008 crisis by infusing rates, by using SLR, by using Basel norms दबाए थे. All these rates where banking system was tried to make more robust, right? अब just start the story again. A banking system से let's start a new story, guys. Now सब पिछला भूल जाओ. Forget everything whatever we had discussed now. Now I am RBI. मैं हूँ RBI, right? RBI is the central bank of India, and similarly all the countries have their central banks. RBI issue bonds. ये bonds वाला concept हमने इसीलिए पहले complete किया. That you should have this understanding how it works. RBI issue bonds. Government issue bonds. There could be two reasons behind this. This is important, huh? रीज़न नंबर 1 कि मोदी जी को पैसे की ज़रूरत है, सो दे इशूड बॉन्ड्स. रीज़न नंबर 1 कि भाई मुझे पैसे की ज़रूरत है, तो आई एम मोदी जी, guys please give us some money, and these are the bonds. You take the promise in return and give the money to me, and after 6 months or 1 year you take your money back. आपका भी benefit, मेरा भी benefit. So this is number 1 when I really need the money, right? Second, why governments can issue bonds? To control money supply. अब यहाँ पे क्या है, मुझे ऐसा लगा banks are having a lot of money. The same concept in the first story, guys. Same concept. मुझे ऐसा लगा you all are banks now. You are not siblings. You are not citizens now. You all are banks. तो मैं RBI हूँ. मुझे ऐसा लगा you are having a lot of money right now. बहुत पैसा है आपके पास. What I would do? मैं आपको लालच दूँगा. I'll give you, I'll throw a bait कि लो, मैं आपको बोलता हूँ आप if you are keeping your money with yourself anyhow, it won't fetch you that good returns. I'll say आप मुझे दो, मैं आपको ज़्यादा रिटर्न दूंगा. So what all of you will do, you'll give your money to me. तो मैंने क्या किया, आपका सारा पैसा I took and I control the money supply. तो गवर्नमेंट बॉन्ड्स दो वजह से इशू करती है. गवर्नमेंट इशू बॉन्ड्स बिकॉज they need money. Definitely everybody needs money. ये पूरी this is something that happens throughout the world. और गवर्नमेंट issues bonds to control the money supply, either to increase or suck the money supply. मैं वो पैसा डाल भी सकता हूँ and I can suck the money from you. So all these concepts starts from when RBI issue government securities. ये पहला step है, right? जिसको बोलते हैं reverse repo rate as well. So whenever RBI issues security to raise money or to control money supply, this is the first step. It is a bond basically. So if you ask कि सर क्या bonds क्या government default कर सकती है? Absolutely, government may default. it's not 100% default, they can delay, but in some circumstances they have defaulted as well. The same example happened in Greece, the same example happened in Zimbabwe, the same example happened in Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Pakistan. They don't have the money to pay. So मैंने श्रेया से पैसे तो ले लिए, but दिए नहीं वापस. Even if I am Modi ji, if I don't have money, how can I pay it back, right? Now the tools of monetary policy would be repo rate, reverse repo rate, CRR, SLR. Morally when I guide priority sector lending, ये सब चीज़ें मैंने आपको बता दी हैं, but I'll give you in a very. So let's say the same story, guys. Now I hope you had listened to that story in very attentive manner, because I'm going to just replicate the things now. आप सबके पास जब पैसा था, when all of you were siblings in your summer holidays, you had money. मैंने क्या किया था? I guided you morally, psychologically. बेटा, money is hard earned, don't earn. RBI does the same thing as well. RBI's governor, you might have heard multiple times, they give TV news channel interviews, and they set expectations basically. Monetary policy expectations में भी काम करते. They set expectations, right? So this is something related to moral. When I am going to guide you morally and psychologically. Next comes the priority sector. I am giving a sector specific priority. कि ऐसा करो, तुम सारे गिटार सीख लो. All of you learn guitar. ऐसा all of you should learn karate, learn or should learn swimming. So I am directing your money. The government does the same thing. Government directs the money. कि will decrease the taxes in agriculture. आप agriculture करो. I am motivating you. If I say cigarettes में I will impose more taxes, the government don't want you to smoke cigarette. So see, मैं ना पैसे को channelize कर सकता हूँ. I am government and I can channelize the money any way around, right? Loan margins, ये अभी आपको clear हो जाएगा. Means how loans are related to monetary policy. We are going to see how monetary policy affect the investments as well. Okay, Arushi. So strict direction action plan होता है जब मैं आपको डांट सकता हूँ. Don't have to spend the money. So RBI does the same thing as well with the banks. They can scold, they can give notices, they can do whatever they want. Just the same story. So these are qualitative tools, psychological tools. Quantitative, repo rate, reverse repo, CRR, SLR. ये हम अभी we are going to start this thing. Now बहुत सारे लोग तो पहले ये confused हो जाते हैं सर. अच्छा, if I ask you a question first before I proceed further, do you sometimes get confused in repo, reverse repo, and all these things? And what is reverse repo, guys? And what is repo? Okay, it may take some time to type, so let's focus on the story again. So यहाँ पे set returns. Okay, Astha, all clear. All right, guys. I will be asking few questions at the end, towards the end. Let's see who is more attentive in the class. I told you everything started from here when government issue bonds. ठीक है, गवर्नमेंट ने बॉन्ड इशू किए. द मेन रीज़न गवर्नमेंट इशू बॉन्ड्स वाज टू टेक मनी. मोदी जी को पैसा चाहिए था, तो प्लीज़ श्रेया, प्लीज़ आस्था पैसा दे दो. एंड आई सिग्नेचर्ड एंड ही गेव मनी बिकॉज यू हैड ए ट्रस्ट ऑन मोदी जी. एंड आई गेव अ प्रॉमिसरी, ही गेव अ प्रॉमिसरी नोट यू, दिस इज बॉन्ड. इसको याद रखने का तरीका, दिस इज अ ट्रिक एज वेल. आर से RBI, पो से पोरिंग ऑफ द मनी. सो आई एम गोइंग टू गिव अ डेफिनेशन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू RBI and bank. हम ना what we do generally, we have a definition with respect to banks. हमें ये याद होता है बैंक ने लोन ले लिया, बैंक ने लोन दे दिया. But I will be trying you to relate it with monetary policy. So there are two definitions for this. सबसे पहले let's remember the trick. Repo. एक ट्रिक है. R से बना RBI, पो से बना pouring means फेंक दिया आपके ऊपर. I poured water on you. मैंने आपके ऊपर पैसा फेंक दिया. So whenever RBI throws money on the banks, it becomes repo rate. Abhi, it's not a definition, it's a trick to remember. So R से RBI, O से pouring means RBI is pouring money. तो याद रखना पैसा कहाँ जा रहा है? RBI से बाहर. RBI is giving money. Now, if I give you a definition for this, so let's see what exactly it is. The full form is repurchase. अब repurchase क्या? What is repurchase? Repurchase means कुछ तो पहले बेचा फिर उसको repurchase किया. Means they sold something, but they repurchased. Now let's see the definition, guys. I want you to focus over here. It is very, very, very important. बैंक को पैसे की ज़रूरत थी. Bank required some money. So bank took loan from RBI, right? लेकिन उस लोन का, for that loan, bank had to give something at collateral. तो बैंक ने क्या गिरवी रख दिया? वही गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी जो मोदी जी ने दी थी. guys, in this chapter, whatever will be happening, पैसा जब भी घूमेगा, the money will be rotating, it will be exchanging, it will be exchanged with government securities always. So over here banks are taking loan from RBI. मैंने क्या कहा था, रेपो मीन्स जब पैसा RBI से निकलता है, तो banks are taking loan from RBI in exchange of collateral of government securities. Government security बदले में रखी और पैसा ले लिया. This is definition number 1. Definition number 2 with respect to RBI. Now RBI तो बैंक से लोन क्यों लेगा? RBI is the father of all the banks in the country. Central bank is the only bank, right? So that is most important for any nation. So what RBI's role is here, it plays a role to suck the money. यहाँ पे लेकिन रेपो में वो suck नहीं करना चाहते, want to suck the money. RBI is behaving like a liberal father. Repo rate means RBI is pouring money. लो पैसा लो. So RBI is giving money. So RBI is intentionally increasing the money supply. जानबूझ के पैसा दे रहे हैं बैंक्स को RBI, right? So what is happening over here? जो भी exchange होगा, I told you, whatever exchange will take place, it will be exchanged with government securities. So over here, RBI is trying to give more and more money to the banks. So I want you to just keep this definition in your mind, because when I'm going to tell you how monetary policy works and how expansionary policy and contractionary policy works, वहाँ पे it will come handy again. I want you to keep this definition in your mind. Repo, trick to remember, is R से RBI, P से pouring of the money. PO means pouring of the money. I have written it over here. जब RBI पैसा फेंकता है बैंक्स के ऊपर, लो enjoy yourself like your grandfather who is very very liberal. Officially the full form is repurchase. What is happening? RBI is repurchasing the government securities from the bank जो उसने पहले बेची थी. I told you the entire story started from this government securities. सबसे पहले RBI ने government security issue कर दी कि बाद में whenever I need to control the money supply कर लेंगे, अभी government security issue करते हैं. इसके दो बेनिफिट होंगे, 2 benefits would be there. एक, गवर्नमेंट को पैसा मिल जाएगा फ्री में. दूसरा, इन लेटर केसेस हम पैसा भी कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, लोगों को पैसा, आई कैन सक द मनी और आई कैन गिव द मनी. द सेम थिंग इज नाउ बिकमिंग प्रैक्टिकल हेयर. RBI ने गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज इशू करके रखी होती हैं हमेशा. देयर आर स्पेसिफिक डेट व्हेन RBI इशू गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज. इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास वी विल बी सीइंग अ प्रैक्टिकल्स एज वेल, हाउ टू बाय T-bills एंड ऑल दैट. बट अभी वी आर स्टडीइंग द कंसेप्चुअल पार्ट गाइस. So RBI will take the government securities back from the banks. जानबूझ के RBI अपनी government security will take the money, take the government securities back. That's why it is called as a repurchase. तो what RBI did? RBI ने अपनी government security जो पहले बेच के रखी थी, वो फिर से खरीद ली. बैंक ने क्यों बेची? बैंक को बोला भाई ज़्यादा पैसे दूंगा, I'll give you more money. So बैंक तो they are business people. They are business. Bank is a business, right? तो जहाँ ज़्यादा पैसा मिला वहाँ कर दिया. So exchange of government security took place. So 2 definitions guys of repo rate, both are accurate. When RBI repurchases the government securities back to control the money supply or to regulate the money supply in exchange of the rupees. ये हो गया definition with respect to RBI. अब बैंक के respect से definition क्या होगी? Whenever banks need loan, they give government securities as collateral and take the money from RBI. I hope you got the point. And I hope you remember now, रेपो में पैसा कहाँ से निकलेगा? रेपो में पैसा RBI से निकलेगा. R for RBI and B for pouring. So RBI pours the money. Pours मतलब it's a literal meaning is bucket उल्टी करके पानी pour कर दिया, पानी फेंक दिया, बहुत सारा आशीर्वाद pour कर दिया. So money is going outside from RBI. I hope this is clear. Reverse repo guys. Oh yeah, absolutely Arushit could be repurchase as well. Repurchasing the argument. Now coming to reverse repo rate. Vacuum cleaner, you all have seen vacuum cleaner somewhere at your homes or on YouTube. Vacuum cleaner क्या करते हैं? On किया, suck किया, entire कचरा vacuum cleaner के अंदर. So reverse repo rate is the vacuum cleaner guys. Just remember this thing. Whenever this vacuum cleaner will be on reverse मतलब उल्टा कचरा जाता है. जब झाड़ू, whenever we do sweeping at our homes ना, झाड़ू से तो कचरा बाहर जाएगा. Vacuum उल्टा करता है. So it is reverse. So whenever reverse repo rate would be there, RBI is taking the money, sucking the money from the system. अब RBI क्या कर रहा है? सिस्टम से खींच लिया वापस. So reverse repo rate is just like guys vacuum cleaner who pulls the money back, who sucks the money, and it is in the reverse repo. Reverse मतलब उल्टा. तो पैसा उल्टा चला गया vacuum cleaner की तरह RBI के अंदर. It went into RBI. So what happened over here? it is reverse of repurchase. So I could say for this thing like this कि जो पहली बार गवर्नमेंट ने बॉन्ड्स इशू किए, दैट इज रिवर्स रेपो, राइट? कि पैसा क्या हुआ, गवर्नमेंट ने ले लिया. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे इसका गिव यू एन एग्जाम्पल. आई एम RBI एंड यश को पूजा एंड चलो यश एंड पूजा, आई नीड मनी फ्रॉम यू, राइट? ठीक. I need some money. I am government, I am RBI. I took money from you. Pooja gave me 1 lakh rupee. Pooja is rich and Yash is also very rich. He gave me 1 lakh rupee. अब क्या हुआ? Instead I gave them 1 bond. एक कागज का पेज बदले में 1 लाख रुपया. I have a benefit, right? Exchange of just 1 paper, I got 1 lakh rupee from Pooja. But guys, I sucked the money from her. Now she can't do shopping, she can't buy iPhones, she can't do anything. पैसे ही नहीं है. Yash also gave the money to me. Now Yash is not having money. इनके पास एक piece of paper है. She can't do shopping with this bond, right? Promise से तो life नहीं चलती है. Life doesn't work with promises. So I took the money. So this is reverse repo. This is vacuum cleaner. मेरा सारा vacuum cleaner वाला सबके पैसे खींच लिए. So this is when RBI takes the money to control money supply, or RBI issues government securities to control the money supply. I hope this is the definition. With are those, Yash is saying, are those, see, never can confuse these government securities. See, यहाँ पे ना दो चीजें. I'm just coming to that, Yash. So let's complete this definition first. So RBI needs to issue government securities. And RBI is issuing the government securities. मैंने आपसे पूजा से पैसे लिए एंड पूजा को मैंने गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी दे दी, तो RBI took the money as a vacuum cleaner, right? So this is definition number 1. When RBI sucks the money from the economy in exchange of the government securities, right? So what is happening? I am trying to taking the money from the economy. अब इस एग्जाम्पल को the same definition if I see with the eyes of bank, अगर मैं बैंक के पर्सपेक्टिव से डेफिनेशन दूँ तो that definition would be when bank needs to invest money. अब बैंक के पास एक्स्ट्रा पैसा है तो बैंक क्या करेगा, अपना पैसा इन्वेस्ट करेगा RBI पे to get some returns. It is statement number 1. Statement number 2 could be bank purchased government securities in exchange of rupee. That could also be true. So all these statements are true, guys. I hope you got the concept why this is happening. See, all these concepts, I am building the concepts. The same concepts will be used in equity research macro part. The same concepts will be used in inflation. The same concepts will be used in the just coming slides. Alright? इसके बाद जो हम करने वाले हैं, how the things are going to affect in the monetary policy. See, this is how the entire monetary policy will be linked with all these things. I hope you're getting the point. I'm just going slow to build a base for you so that you can think at least. Alright? So, Jash, the answer to the question would be, see, it is a constant process, Jash. What exactly happens? RBI keeps issuing the bonds. Banks keep purchasing the bonds. अब बैंक क्या करता है? Bank can give these loans, these bonds collateral to either RBI or could be interbank or intra-bank. Let me tell you. For example, I am PNB, right? And Yash, you are PNB, I am RBI, right? तो आप मुझसे भी लोन ले सकते हो. You can take loan from me, keeping those bonds collateral, right? Or you can take the same loan instead taking from RBI, from PNB, from SBI, from HDFC. So interbank transactions भी होती है इसमें. So these rates, these are beneficial for interbank and with RBI as well. So these bonds can be kept collateral over there. Firstly, these bonds have very less time period for redemption. There's very less expiry date. That's why I told you that it is monetary. In monetary policy chapter, these all are money market instruments. They don't have happy birthdays. तो यहाँ expiry जो bonds की बहुत जल्दी होती है, तो RBI keeps on issuing the bonds. I hope this is clear to everybody. Okay, interbank rates भी इफेक्ट होता है श्रेया, जैसे रेपो रेट और ये चेंज होगा. उस इंटरबैंक रेट को कई बार इंटरबैंक रेट बोलते हैं, कई बार डिस्काउंटेड रेट बोल देते हैं, कई बार अमेरिका में फेड रेट बोल देते हैं. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग ओवर हियर, these all I'm not getting into the terms now, we are just getting into the concepts first of all. Average bond, see bonds की जो duration है, though we are going to discuss the fixed income chapter some another day, bonds can go up to 5 years 7 years sometimes, depends. Lamba bond is not advisable to invest, उसमें invest नहीं करना चाहिए. Short bonds are good. Firstly, in this chapter, the bonds which we will be discussing, that they will never have happy birthdays. याद रखना, monetary policy में happy birthday नहीं आता, तभी I am saying happy birthdays. Interbank rate is less than the reverse repo. That question I am going to ask you guys in just coming time. I'm just going to teach you the monetary policy as well. Now coming to the point, cash reserve ratio. Many people get confused in this. Reserve का मतलब है, see, cash reserve ratio. RBI की full form है Reserve Bank of India. So if I give you a trick to remember, जो पैसा, the money which banks have to give or bank have to deposit to RBI for security amount, it's security token. Reserve means reserve bank के पास. Cash reserve ratio. Reserve means Reserve Bank of India. It is a security deposit that banks have to give to RBI. I hope this is getting clear to everyone, right? So in this, what is happening? जैसे आपने, if you have taken admission in a college or a hostel, they take some token amount, a security amount, ताकि आप कुछ तोड़ ना दो, you don't break anything. So that security amount, even bank have to deposit to the RBI. So that ये सारे का सारा benefit कहाँ आएगा? The benefit of this thing is over here. When this person was doing the default, इस default को बचाने के लिए, to decrease this default amount. Now this was Shreya's money. Shreya was having 10 rupee over here. What if Kunal takes the money and runs away? So to safeguard Shreya कि 10 रुपए के वजह से 10 ना मिले, चलो 4 ही मिल जाए Shreya को, so she may get at least 4 rupee out of this 10, even if Kunal defaults over here. So to safeguard this, we are doing cash reserve ratio and statutory liquidity ratio. वो हम अभी we are going to discuss. ये इसलिए है why these ratios are made, कि बैंक ना मनमानी ना करे, so that bank don't misuse depositors money. देखो ये depositor है बेचारा शरीफ सा, he is giving the money to the bank. अब बैंक को इसमें से थोड़ा पैसा RBI को डिपॉजिट करना पड़ेगा सिक्योरिटी के लिए. बैंक हैज़ टू डिपॉजिट सम मनी टू RBI. सो बैंक कांट गिव स्टेट 1000 रुपी एज लोन. थोड़ा पैसा बैंक को देना पड़ेगा RBI को. दिस इज cash reserve ratio, the cash which is given to Reserve Bank of India. Reserve से reserve याद रखना, cash reserve ratio, Reserve Bank of India. It is the percentage total deposit that has to keep the Reserve Bank of India. Security deposit है. इसमें नुकसान क्या है बैंक का? This is important question asked in the interview. Do banks get interest rates on CRR? So answer is no. Yes, it is compulsory. Just based on norms इसलिए बने थे. These things are very compulsory. All these interest rates are compulsory for a good monetary policy as well. Right? Now banks ना they don't earn interest rate. तो बेचारे बैंक का पैसा फंसता है. बैंक का पैसा just gets stuck in RBI basically. So what exactly happen? If I say कि आप सबकी salary if it is 50,000, you just have to give 10,000 to me as a security deposit. You won't get anything in return. So it is a just security deposit. You don't get anything in return, right? Now SLR, it is statutory liquidity ratio. Liquidity से याद रखना, liquid क्या है? Cash. Cash is the most liquid asset, right? So it is the cash which RBI had mandated to the banks that they have to keep under the counter. Counter मतलब अपने जहाँ उसके employees बैठे होते हैं, वहाँ cash इतना होना ही चाहिए. It is a mandate again. Why? For example, if a depositor comes, जैसे यहाँ पे कुणाल ने पैसा लगाया था बैंक में, डिपॉजिट किया, बेचारे कुणाल का hard earned money. If bank had given to Nikhil, for example, and Nikhil runs away, तो इसका तो पैसा फंस गया कुणाल का. कुणाल would be so unhappy for this. And guys, this thing happened recently. The best example is Yes Bank. Yes Bank में depositors ने, अब कुणाल ने बहुत पैसा कमाया. He deposited his 25 lakh rupee in a bank, right? अब बैंक में पैसा फंस गया. अब they are not repaying his money back. ये अभी recent example है, just 1 or 2 years back. And इंश्योरेंस पे कितना होता है आपका बैंक में? यू डोंट हैव द इंश्योरेंस एज वेल ऑफ द कैश. इट जस्ट अप टू 5 लाख, आई थिंक 5 lakhs. तो 25 लाख रुपया इट गॉट स्टक क्योंकि बैंक ने मिसयूज कर लिया कहीं पे. So yes, definitely these things do work, guys. So इसमें क्या statutory liquidity ratio, it is the amount that bank has to deposit with RBI, ताकि the bank has to keep with itself, ताकि कोई पैसा मांगने आए, if someone asks the money, they can repay it. But the good thing for the bank over here is that they do get earnings on this, they do get interest on this, and it's not only cash. The banks can keep government, it can keep gold and G-Secs as well. This is important for interview questions as well. कि SLR में क्या बैंक कैश ही रखता है? No. It is a liquidity ratio. It is something very liquid. So it could be cash. Government securities, I told you, they are the most liquid bonds, guys. The most liquid bonds are monetary policy bonds, money market bonds and G-Secs. ये सब एक ही चीज है. हाँ, 1 lakh to 5 lakh. हाँ, Arushi, yes. Okay. I hope, guys, these things are clear now, right? Now moving towards the monetary policy. Now I want to ask a question from you. This person is sitting, reading some news. So these are some news headlines. Fed is leaning towards the gradual future interest rates cut. Okay, this is news number 1. The Fed is just going to cut interest rates by 25 basis points, BPS. Here is what's going to be cheaper. अरे कुछ cheap भी हो रहा है इसमें, एक interest rate से something is getting cheap. Will RBI start cutting interest rates from December or March? What experts are predicting on this? Indian Central Bank to delay cutting rates by 2025, inflation concern. Oh God, कौन सा interest rate है? This is the question now. Now I want you to think. Now we are trying to implement whatever we had studied into the monetary policy. Which interest rates they are talking about? If I say, let me ask you questions, guys. If I say interest rate नीचे गिरने वाले हैं, कौन से interest rate नीचे गिरेंगे? If there is a news throughout that interest rates are going to fall, which interest rates they are talking about? Repo. Okay. One more question to confuse you a bit more, guys. If I say repo rates are increased, so it obviously means that reverse repo rates will be decreased. What do you say? True or false? अगर repo rate बढ़ेगा तो reverse repo rate गिरेगा क्या? Means if repo rate will increase, reverse repo rate will fall, right? No. Why could be no? Means if repo rate increases, reverse repo rate increases, right? Okay. Now, guys, let's no change. All right. All right, guys. Let's coming to the monetary policy now and how it affects, how these interest rates are linked. Right. Today it was a conceptual thing. Throughout conceptual thing, we will be doing practical aspects as well, and we will be doing the mathematical aspects as well, how money multiplier, how the Fisher effects takes place. But today I need you to have a good visualization what is happening. देखो, the entire world is linked. How it is linked? जैसे मैंने आपको कहा था, Modi ji needs money, right? Absolutely. All the countries of the world, they need money. All the governments of the world, they need money. ठीक है, सबको पैसे की ज़रूरत होती है. To earn money, governments generally use fiscal policies, means bond, मतलब बजट को अच्छे से यूज़ करते हैं. All the governments of the world, they have budgets, taxation system, जिससे पैसा कमाते हैं. But sometimes expenditure of government goes so high, इतना ज़्यादा हो जाता है, they need to issue bonds. Promise कर सकते हैं भाई कि I need money, give us some money, बदले में हम आपको 1 साल के बाद दे देंगे. Again, I told you promises can be broken, right? So all the countries, they invest in the bonds of each other's country. These bonds are called as sovereign bonds. नाम ही sovereign है. Sovereignty सुना होगा ना? Sovereignty. Sovereign का मतलब होता है आज़ादी. Is India a sovereign nation? Absolutely. Or maybe no. India is now in globalized world, no country is sovereign. But sovereign का मतलब होता है क्या हमें अपना फैसला लेने की आज़ादी है? That is the meaning of sovereign. Sovereign means, does India decides all the things which is good for India or not? No. The answer is no. We are influenced by other countries. हमारे ऊपर सब influence डालते हैं, सब countries के साथ होता है, because we are living in a globalized world right now. Now what happens? जैसे नेपाल इंडिया के sovereign bonds में करता होगा invest. Nepal invest in Indian sovereign bonds. We invest in Australian sovereign bonds. एंड द एंटायर वर्ल्ड ऑब्वियसली इन्वेस्ट इन अमेरिकन सॉवरेन बॉन्ड्स. सारी की सारी दुनिया अमेरिकन सॉवरेन बॉन्ड्स में इन्वेस्ट करती है. दे डू इन्वेस्ट. समटाइम्स फॉरेक्स को डॉलर्स में रखने से अच्छा सॉवरेन बॉन्ड्स में भी रख लेते हैं. मीन्स it is opportunity cost. Why to keep the cash idle, right? So instead, sometimes the RBI, they invest in the bonds as well, sovereign bonds of other countries. So just like forex, because I told you guys, these bonds, these things are related to money supply, related to monetary policy. They are very liquid and very trustworthy. So cash $1 could be just equivalent to a sovereign bond. मतलब इतनी उसकी value होगी, right? Now the thing is that if something happens to America, or some, if they delay, I told you promises can be broken. If the sovereign bonds are delayed or the redemption is delayed, कि अमेरिका बोल दे कि अब 1 साल के बाद तो नहीं, 6 महीने और रख लेते हैं. If they default or they delay the redemption, yes, the entire world gets impacted. And ये तो होता है. अभी पीछे sovereign bonds का उन्होंने डिले किया है अमेरिका ने, because and they raised a lot of money as well. They are printing a lot of money as well. That we are going to discuss in the printing class, but they are doing these things. They are raising a lot of money. Now, if this country ये crash हो गया, for example, the entire world will face the consequences, dire consequences, right? So we keep investing on each other's country. America भी India में invest करता है. It's not like that. They also invest in our stock markets. And that they invest in our companies because India gives better returns. America gives stable returns. दो अलग-अलग फर्क है. अमेरिका में इन्वेस्ट करने का फायदा है, they give stable returns, we get stable return. इंडिया में इन्वेस्ट करने का फायदा है, they get very high returns. So it's just like companies which are very small and companies which are already established, just like that, right? Now the same thing happened. Sovereign bond default हो जाता है कई बार. Yes, 2008 crisis के आसपास भी ऐसा हुआ था. अमेरिका crashed. It was a debt crash as well. So everything was related to debt. Finally everything, if I summarize, everything was related to debt only, bonds only. उसी की वजह से सारा collapse हुआ. Entire real estate sector, they were issuing MBS, mortgage backed securities. वो securities के ऊपर और security उठाई उन्होंने, सब collapse हो गया. The entire world collapsed. Now why I told you these things? Because that is why nowadays whenever Fed changes the rates, those rates are replicated by the entire nation. वैसे थोड़ा बहुत हो ही जाता है. Firstly, if they change the rates, it impacts the entire world investment banking system. कहाँ पैसे लगाएं, कहाँ पैसा जा रहा है. It is a big decision, guys. Fed plays a very important role in the worldwide monetary policy that we are going to discuss in the coming class. Now, answering to the question, guys, if someone says कि interest rate नीचे गिर रहे हैं, if someone says interest rates are falling, if someone says interest rates are going up. So guys, whenever interest rate falls, this is very important, right? This is called as expansionary monetary policy. Interest rate नीचे गिरने का मतलब है इंडिया के सारे interest rates नीचे गिर जाएंगे. Now let me repeat myself. If someone asks you a question that what would happen if the interest rates falls, it means all the interest rates of the country will fall. Means it is having a cascading effect. एक को दूसरा इफेक्ट करेगा, दूसरे को तीसरा, ये एक दूसरे को इफेक्ट करते करते लेकिन सारे interest rates will fall. Now what is the outcome? I will let you know expansionary क्यों हुआ, but let's understand it in this way. Domino effect, yes, right word. Ripple effect, absolutely. Cascading is a science word. हम science वाले हैं. So the thing is that इंटरेस्ट रेट जब नीचे गिरा, सारे इंटरेस्ट रेट नीचे गिरे. लेट्स स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द इजी वन. इंटरेस्ट रेट नीचे गिरने से, नाउ लेट मी गिव यू वन मोर एग्जांपल ओवर हियर. इंटरेस्ट रेट इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू मनी सप्लाई. उसको ऐसे याद रखना. अब चलो पहले हम कहानी सुनते हैं फिर से. इंटरेस्ट रेट नीचे गिरा, loans will also fall. The interest rate of loan will become less. For example, earlier interest rate of loan was 10%, अब हो गया 9%, 1% नीचे गिरा. हम लोग तो कितना लोन ले लेंगे, 1000, 10,000, 1 लाख, 2 लाख, 5 लाख, 10 लाख, 50 लाख. जस्ट इमेजिन इफ 100 करोड़ लोन में लिया, 1 करोड़ कम हुआ है. जस्ट इमेजिन इन बिग पिक्चर गाइस. अब जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं, दिस इज मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स. जस्ट इमेजिन थ्रू आउट द कंट्री, if you had taken 100 crores loan, right, so even 1% decrease would save you 1 crore rupee. Getting the point? So जब interest rate नीचे गिरते हैं तो सारे interest rate नीचे गिरते हैं. Now what would happen? Loan rate will also fell down. Now loan rate अगर कम हुए, what would happen? लोन लेना आसान हो जाएगा. पहले आपको घर के लिए लोन लेना था. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू वांटेड टू टेक अ लोन टू बाय अ होम. इट वाज 14%. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वो लोन रेट अब 10% पे हो गया. जस्ट फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, यू विल गो क्रेजी टू टेक लोन्स कि आप भी घर ले लो. वाई? बिकॉज द लोन्स आर ईजी. नाउ व्हाट वुड हैपन? बिजनेसमैन विल टेक मोर लोन्स. दे विल एस्टैब्लिश मोर फैक्ट्रीज. एब्सोल्युटली ग्रोथ हुई कंट्री में. ठीक है, फैक्ट्रीज लगी तो नए लोगों को जॉब मिली. पीपल विल गेट एम्प्लॉयमेंट, राइट? सेकेंड, you will buy homes or you will buy houses, right? Even it is high rise buildings, even it is premium housing, right? At least someone is constructing that, so that is also generating employment. They are using raw material, cement use हो रहा है, आपका steel use हो रही है, wood use हो रही है. So many sectors are getting influenced. So एक interest rate loan नीचे हुआ, see कितना बड़ा effect है. So even loan rates will fall down. So it is bringing expansion in the country. Country बड़ा हो रहा है, country is growing. That is why it is called as expansionary monetary policy. When interest rates fell down, they bring all the things down, guys. FD, RD, PPF. ये PPF is again a saving instrument. FD and RD, they are all saving bank saving instruments. इन सब का रेट नीचे आ जाएगा. अगर रेट ही नीचे आ गया, now you won't keep your money in the banks. You getting a point? Means पहले आपको बैंक में मिल रहा था, just for example, earlier you were getting 2.5%, right? Okay. Now coming to, if earlier you were getting 6% in FD, RD, and let's say 7% in PPF, वो घट गया 5% हो गया. Now you won't feel motivated enough to keep your money in the banks. आप पैसे रखोगे नहीं, यार बैंक में तो रिटर्न ही नहीं मिल रहा है. अब पैसा क्या हुआ? Money is not going to the bank. Money is going in your pockets. ये वही वाली कहानी होगी जब मैंने ग्रैंडफादर ने पैसे दिए थे, जाओ बेटा खर्चा कर लो. Now you are having money in your pocket. This girl is having money in her pocket. Now what she's doing? She's buying online stuff. She's doing shopping. She's buying iPhone. She's going to. पैसा तो बैंक में नहीं है, उसकी पॉकेट में है. What she'll do? Shopping, yoga classes, maybe good restaurants, movie. वो खर्चा हो रहा है. And that money, right? That is going out. That खर्चा होगा तो लोग आगे और चीज़ें खरीदेंगे. So that is having a multiplying effect. So whenever interest rates goes down, right? It expands the economy, it grows the economy, right? तो FD RD के रेट भी नीचे आ जाते हैं. means all the money is going out of the banks, right? अब यहाँ पे रेपो रेट एंड रिवर्स रेपो भी नीचे आए, SLR एंड CRR भी नीचे आए. It means if SLR comes down, I hope you all remember now, SLR was liquid cash जो बैंक को अपने पास रखना पड़ता था. Banks never like these things if I tell you. बैंक को CRR और SLR they don't like it. उनको बहुत बुरा लगता है, उनके प्रॉफिट्स कम होते हैं इससे. So what was happening over here? अब बैंक को सिक्योरिटी अमाउंट कम देना था. कैश रिजर्व रेशो. रिजर्व मीन्स the bank, the token amount which they have to give to the banks, RBI basically. So वो भी अब नहीं देना है, कम देना है, बिल्कुल कम देना है. So banks are having more money at disposal to give more loans. More loans, more factories, more employment, more growth in the nation. I hope you're getting the point. The same thing is happening with FD. RD, the same thing would happen to the bank saving account. आपको बैंक में रखने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं, आप खर्चा करोगे बहुत ज़्यादा. सो कंट्री इज ग्रोइंग गाइज. जस्ट सी, जितना ज़्यादा पैसा जाता है, आई टोल्ड यू, वेयर एवर द मनी फ्लोज, इट ब्रिंग्स ग्रोथ इन द नेशन. तो इससे क्या हुआ? विद इंटरेस्ट रेट्स व्हेन दे वेंट लो, जब इंटरेस्ट रेट नीचे हुए, मनी सप्लाई वेंट अप. मनी सप्लाई कहाँ पर? आई होप यू रिमेंबर दिस थिंग. अब आप सबके पास पैसा है, यू आर सिबलिंग्स ऑफ स्कूल डेज, हॉलीडेज और सारा आपको छुट्टियाँ हैं, यू हैव द मनी. अब पैसा ज़्यादा होता है तो उसको बोलते हैं मनी सप्लाई इज हाई राइट नाउ. सो व्हेनेवर इंटरेस्ट रेट्स फॉल्स, मनी सप्लाई इंक्रीजेस. सो इट इज इनवर्स, दे आर हैविंग इनवर्स रिलेशन, राइट? सो मनी सप्लाई विल इंक्रीज एंड विद मनी सप्लाई इंक्रीज, आई टोल्ड यू, जहाँ जहाँ पैसा बढ़ेगा, जहाँ जहाँ पैसा ज़्यादा जाएगा, वो सब चीज़ें ऊपर जाएंगी. अब लोग बैंक में तो पैसा रखेंगे नहीं, पैसा कहाँ लगाएंगे फिर? स्टॉक मार्केट में. तो स्टॉक मार्केट ऊपर, बिकॉज दे आर नॉट कीपिंग द मनी इन द बैंक. इंटरेस्ट रेट्स हैव गॉन डाउन, सो दे आर गेटिंग मोर रिटर्न्स ओवर हियर. तो यहाँ पे पैसा ऊपर चला जाएगा, मतलब स्टॉक मार्केट विल गो अप. गोल्ड प्राइजेस, लोग अब बैंक में पैसे रखेंगे, दे विल इंस्टेंट बाय गोल्ड. तो मैंने कहा है, आई टोल्ड यू इन द स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द क्लास, वेयर एवर द मनी विल फ्लो, द प्राइजेस विल गो अप. सो ओवर हियर स्टॉक मार्केट विल गो अप, gold price will go up, debt market means bond market will go up, and all these things will lead to economic growth. It means interest rates decrease is inversely proportional to money supply, inflation and economic growth. अब यहाँ पे ये लंबा अगर हो गया, if it is for long run guys, it will increase the demand. Now मुझे स्टार्टिंग में समवन हैड आस्क्ड द क्वेश्चन कि सर लॉन्ग टर्म और शॉर्ट टर्म में क्या होता है. ओवर हियर इफ दिस सस्टेन्स फॉर लॉन्ग रन, राइट, it will eventually bring growth in the nation and it will eventually bring demand, because see all the things are linked with each other. And अगर ये instant हो तब दिक्कत है, but this government is doing it in a very planned, in a very slow process. I told you government कभी abrupt नहीं करती कुछ. Government never do something abruptly. Government do it very very peacefully. आपको पता भी नहीं लगेगा कई बार. So this is the main role of government. Now whenever the interest rate falls, right, so all the interest rate falls, CRR will fall, SLR, bank rates, interbank rates will also fall, reverse repo, reverse repo rate will fall. So see, एक को रीड करते हैं, दूसरा उसका ऑपोजिट होगा बिल्कुल, so that you get a good thing. So whenever the interest rate falls guys, इसको बोलते हैं expansionary policy, expansionary monetary policy. Expansionary because GDP is growing, everything is growing, right? So it is more accommodated. Accommodative means आप सब कुछ खरीद सकते हो, people are growing, everything is growing in this. Means all the things, all the sectors in the economy is growing. Dovish मतलब शांति वाली है ये. And cheap means इसमें इंटरेस्ट रेट बहुत कम हो गया, मतलब कोड़ियों के भाव में पैसा बह रहा है, मतलब people are just using the money. Guys, if I give you a practical relevance for this, कोविड टाइम से पहले इंडिया में एक्सपेंशनरी मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी थी. बैंक्स ने बहुत ज़्यादा लोन दिया था कंपनीज को. कंपनीज बहुत मज़े में दी. कंपनीज वर डूइंग ग्रेट बिकॉज दे हैड टेकन अ लॉट ऑफ लोन, सो मच एम्प्लॉयमेंट वाज देयर. जैसे ही कोविड आया था, द कंपनीज गॉट शट बिकॉज उनको पैसा देने के भी वो नहीं था. दे डिडंट हैव द मनी टू रीपे द EMIs and they defaulted basically. So the thing is that loans are good. I told you in the first class, loans are good thing. Loans can be used in a good way against inflation, but only and until जब तक macro event ना हो जाए कोई, right? Now interest rates will fall, all the rates will fall. Because of these interest rate, money supply will increase. CRR, cash reserve ratio, the money which they have, banks have to keep with the reserve bank. RR, less money with the reserve bank, more money to flow as loans, right? SLR, statutory liquidity ratio, cash ज़्यादा बैंक के पास होगा, उनको अपने पास सेव करके नहीं रखना. They don't have to save it with themselves, right? So that money can be used for giving more loans. People will be having more free money in the hands. Bank rate is interbank loan rate, so that will also go down. So banks can easily borrow money from RBI or from each other as well. Reverse repo, and reverse repo and repo rate, bank will invest less in government securities क्योंकि उसका interest rate, I told you all the interest rates will fall down. Bond market, debt market, money market, your bank saving accounts, your loans, everything will fall down. So they will have more money to use, more money to give as loans basically. And even yes, absolutely, many students they get confused. Repo rate भी गिरेगा, reverse repo rate भी गिरेगा. All the rates in the economy will fall down in expansionary. And उल्टा होगा contractionary में. In contractionary, all the rates will go up basically. I hope you are getting the point. To decrease the money supply. अब ये मनी सप्लाई डिक्रीज क्यों कर रहे हैं, that we are going to discuss in the next class. That will be on inflation. That is a very very important class. But I hope you got the point guys till now कि अगर पैसे को बढ़ा दें इकोनॉमी में, सबको मैं पैसे बांट दूँ, if I just throw the money to all of you, just use the money and enjoy, that will make you to fall in bad habits as well. क्या करेंगे लोग, पब जाएंगे, मूवी देखेंगे, they may do drugs, they may do alcohol, right, which is not healthy, right? The government knows all these things. The government will either tax them, government will either suck the money from the system. So it's just the story I am relating it with. I hope you're getting the point everybody. पर यहाँ पे एक नुकसान है जो बहुत बड़ा नुकसान है, that is the biggest blunder. Guys, any doubts till now? Inflation में I'm just coming. All clear? हाँ, good question. Gold relation. See, क्या होता है? Gold is the asset. जब सबको डर लगता है, when everyone is fearful, when everyone is uncertain, they invest the money in gold prices, in golds. अभी जैसे अमेरिका में things are very uncertain, so people are buying gold. All the investors are buying gold because they don't know stock market कब stable होंगी, right? So they are buying gold. तो अभी मैंने क्या पढ़ाया था, money supply कहाँ है अभी सारा gold में. So that's why gold is going up. Reason number one. इससे related कैसे है? See guys, whenever the interest rates are low, loan rate कम हुआ आपका, ठीक है, FD रेट भी कम है, बैंक सेविंग रेट भी कम है, तो यहाँ पे तो पैसा सेव करके कोई फायदा नहीं. देयर इज नो यूज ऑफ सेविंग मनी और कीपिंग योर मनी इन द बैंक. सो पीपल टेक लोन्स और द बिजनेसमैन टेक लोन्स, दे बाय गोल्ड और दे इन्वेस्ट इन स्टॉक मार्केट. तो इससे क्या हो रहा है, इससे क्या हो रहा है, whenever the loan rates are low, the prices of the gold goes up. Why? Because the money from here is going here. Money supply यहाँ चला जाता है सारा. Because now there is no purpose or no motive of people, for the people to invest or save the money in the banks. So they are just buying the stock market. And this was what happened. This was what happening in the recent times as well. बैंक में लोग डिपॉजिट नहीं कर रहे हैं, they are just buying stock market things, Zerodha and all that. इतना पैसा था उसमें, so that was a bubble, guys. Money supply was there actually. The companies were not growing at the same pace. It was just a money supply. So whenever we see the equity research intrinsic value of a company, we see how the company is growing and how the money supply is flowing in. तो अगर money supply और company का relation नहीं है, so it is a risky bet to invest in that company, because जैसे वो पैसा बाहर जाएगा, money supply will go out, it will crash, धड़ाम से नीचे गिरेगा. I have got the point. Now this is important concept, guys. ये concept मैं close करूँगा, and then this same concept will continue in the inflation class, because these all topics are quite linked with each other. जब money supply will increase, I told you, whenever the money supply will increase, right, it brings growth in the long run. जहाँ पैसा जाएगा, अगर वो जाता ही रहा वहाँ पे, eventually it will bring growth in that sector. So money supply is a good thing as such, because it brings growth. But guys, it brings inflation as well along with it. All these three things are interlinked and directly proportional to each other. पैसा बढ़ा तो ग्रोथ बढ़ी तो इन्फ्लेशन भी बढ़ेगी. And this is what relevant in USA and developed countries. मैंने आपसे पहले क्वेश्चन पूछा था, is India a developing nation or developed nation, right? If you remember, India is not up to their mark. USA is a developed nation. वहाँ बहुत पैसा है. पर कैपिटा इनकम यूएसए की 50 लाख के आसपास है. इट्स 50 लाख रुपी. इंडिया में इट्स वेरी वेरी लेस. आई मीन्स व्हाट आई वांट टू से, $60,000 is the per capita income of USA, and in India is $2,000. You can do the maths. So it's very less in India, right? So वहाँ पे growth is very high in USA. But I told you, with growth, inflation is an outcome. वो साथ चलते हैं. And money supply is also high. So all these things, they are together. They comes together. जब वहाँ recession आता है, whenever recession hits, right, growth धड़ाम से नीचे, money supply नीचे, because people lose their jobs. इसके साथ एक fourth item भी है. There is one more fourth item. That is, you can see what is happening in Delhi right now. See the pollution. Right? If growth comes, it impacts the environment as well. Ab, I ask you a question towards the end of the class. If we conclude, right, if you were Narendra Modi, it's a very difficult decision if I tell you. आप क्या चूज करते? What you would have chosen? Growth of the nation? Inflation means growth के साथ inflation आएगा ही. What you would choose? High inflation, high growth? और इन्फ्लेशन कम कर दो, ग्रोथ में कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ कर लो. यू कैन कॉम्प्रोमाइज ग्रोथ. और ग्रोथ कम कर दो, पोल्यूशन साफ, और पोल्यूशन बढ़ेगा तो ग्रोथ भी बढ़ेगी. नाउ आई वांट यू टू आंसर व्हाट यू वुड हैव चोजन. इट्स अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट डिसीजन गाइस, बिकॉज अगर आप कोई भी फैसला लोगे उससे, इफ मनी सप्लाई गोज हाई, राइट, इट विल ब्रिंग ग्रोथ एंड इट विल गेट, एनवायरनमेंट विल गेट डैमेज्ड. देयर इज नो वे आउट. या तो आप लोगों को नौकरी मत दो, घर में बिठा दो, फैक्ट्रीज बंद कर दो, ग्रोथ कम हो जाएगी, एनवायरनमेंट भी साफ, महंगाई भी कम. बट महंगाई ज़्यादा है तो ग्रोथ भी ज़्यादा है, मनी सप्लाई तो है और एनवायरनमेंट तो ख़राब होगा ही. दिस इज़ व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग. अमेरिका ने मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर बहुत पहले कर लिया है पूरा. दे हैड, सी इंडिया वी नेवर हैड अ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फेज. दे ऑलरेडी हैड. ये ऐसे चलता है, पहले एग्रीकल्चर फिर मैन्युफैक्चर, ऐसे आते हैं. आई विल टीच यू समडे. बट अब वो लोग खुद साफ सुथरा करके बैठे हैं. दे आर नॉट प्रोड्यूसिंग एनीथिंग ओवर देयर. दे आर गिविंग अस द ऑर्डर, कि ऑर्डर्स इन द सेंस कि परचेज ऑर्डर्स, यूएसए वाला ऑर्डर नहीं, परचेज ऑर्डर्स कि आप बना के दे दो हमें. दे आर गिविंग अस द ऑर्डर्स, राइट, टू परचेज, टू मैन्युफैक्चर द थिंग्स. इंडिया, बांग्लादेश, यही तो है बेचारे शरीफ से, यू नो, कम, दे आर वर्किंग एट वेरी लो वेजेस, राइट. वी आर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एंड वी आर एक्सपोर्टिंग आउटसाइड. बट उस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में एनवायरनमेंट तो हमारा ख़राब होना. या वी आर ग्रोइंग, money supply is increasing, but environment is getting, is getting affected in a big way. So what I want to say and why I want to conclude now, that guys, it's a very tough decision. It's a very tough call. And this chapter is continued with inflation. The next chapter would be inflation.